Okay, so I'm up. I went to bed at 5 a.m. It's like 11:30 now, but I didn't want to give you the feelings raw right there, so I'm gonna give them to you with sleeping on it with a little bit of thought. But WrestleMania 40 XL Night 1, we were there last night. And let's just go over the show. This is going to be a different what just happens. Because this is something special. So we started with the opening of the show, Coco Jones sang the national anthem. The stage is fine, it looks good, but they fumbled the bag by not having the Liberty Bell. I wanted the bell between the XL and they could walk through the crack. But we didn't get that, but it's fine, it's whatever. There was no opening pyro, shockingly, which was really, really weird. Triple H came out and started the show by just hyping us up. But the first match was Rhea defending her Women's World Championship against Becky Lynch. And the outcome for me was never in doubt. I predicted Rhea would win. Rhea won. This was a really good match. Both women put on a really solid affair. I'm definitely going to go back and watch WrestleMania home to see how it came across on TV. But they were good, and Rhea is just a dominant champion right now. Who is going to beat this woman? Every person they've put in front of her, she's defeated. She's defeated Nia. She's defeated Becky. She's defeated Zelina. Only person I can really think of right now is Liv, who has a built-in storyline with her. But Rhea versus Becky was solid. The question is now, where does Becky go from here? She says that, she doesn't know if she's better than Rhea. Well, Rhea went out there and proved that, Rhea is better than Becky Lynch. And that's a good story to tell. But Rhea Ripley's 1-year reign continues. She only has like 120 days to catch up to our forever champion, Ring of Honor, Athena. Second match was the ladder match, and once again, I got both of these winners right. The teams were the Judgement Day, DIY, A-Town Down Under, the New Day, Awesome Truth, and New Catch Republic. And this was a car crash in the making. I think JD McDonough is dead. But this was solid affair. I picked Awesome Truth and A-Town Down Under to both walk away with the championships because the match would not be over until both sets of tag team titles were grabbed, and both rosters had a solid tag team division now, so it's time to split them up. But this was absolutely crazy. Everybody played their part well, even though I think Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate were probably the odd men out in this match. I don't think they really did much today. Judgment Day, Awesome Truth. Truth was super over as usual. But we have two new tag team champions, with Awesome Truth being the Raw tag team champions and A-Town Down Under being the SmackDown tag team champions. So I got that right. I am 2-4-2. Next up, we had the Latino War, LWO versus Legado del Fantasma. And previously, I predicted Legado to win, but that was before there was a change in the match, and Dragon Lee was taken out on SmackDown and replaced with Andrade. See, I was at Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor Friday night, so I had to get the results sporadically. This was good. This was the crowd pleaser match. It was good to get Andrade on the car and Rey gets a win. So Rey Mysterio now has back-to-back wins at WrestleMania. I predicted Legado to win this match because I thought they really needed it more, but I really don't think this feud is over because they did announce a draft. So I could see Dom and Andrade feuding before Andrade moves over to SmackDown. But I like that we have factions, and SmackDown has a lot of factions at the moment, but this was fun. Rey and Andrade won with the help from two big burly masked men, because Rey was dressed up in all green for the Philadelphia Eagles. And who were those two men? I recognize them easily. I'm Philadelphia. I live here. I'm born and bred. It was Jason Kelsey and Lane Johnson of the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, Jason's retired now, but they helped the LWO win. So that was good. Next up, we had the Uso War, and it started with Lil Wayne, quote unquote, performing, he got paid to just be there. It was absolutely atrocious. Do not bring this man back. It was horrible. I don't know why he was there. This was the first match I got wrong. I picked Jimmy to win. I thought Jimmy needed this win a lot more than Jey. But ultimately, Jey, who's super over, got the win. So now the downfall of Jimmy continues. My main question is, where was Rikishi? Seriously, where in the blue hell was Rikishi? This is weird. Really, 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 really weird. But the match was fun. The match was fun. Jimmy does what Jimmy does. He played on Jey's emotions and faked him out to try to get the W. And I thought it was a wrap there. But ultimately, Jey won. And he's conflicted because he beat his brother. They got their dream match. So what's next for Jey? It's got to be some gold in his future, right? Next up, we had the match that I absolutely did not want to see, that I absolutely hated because I knew the outcome. But of course, I got it right. Was Team Black Girl Magic of Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Bianca Belair taking on Damage Control, Dakota Kai, Kairi Sane, and Asuka. And listen, I get that this was a showcase for Jade Cargill and Bianca and Naomi, but the fact that Asuka is now 0-4 or 0-5 at WrestleMania sucks. Absolutely sucks. So Asuka and the New Day don't have wins at WrestleMania. How is that possible? Sasha Banks, before leaving the WWE, went 1-4 at WrestleMania. This match was whatever. I hate when new teams defeat established teams, and now Damage Control has back-to-back losses at WrestleMania. I just wasn't a fan of this. Next up, we have the Intercontinental Championship match, and I got this one wrong. Sami Zayn walked out the winner. I picked Gunther to win because I still believe that Gunther was going to lose the championship to Chad Gable. I was obviously wrong. But this match had you on the edge of your seat. I thought Sami died multiple times and then twice over. Sami had his wife and kids there. They gave Sami the whole support. He was walking to the ring. His family was supporting them. Gable was supporting him. KO met him in the gorilla position. I'm like, okay, Sami's definitely losing. And I was wrong. I don't agree with Sami winning. I wanted more from this story. And now the question is, where do they go with Chad Gable? Sami has to defend the championship against Chad Gable, right? He's really got to do it. But this was cool. Gunther is just absolutely amazing. I think now we can pivot to Gunther to the World Championship scene. He's elevated the Intercontinental Championship. It's time to move on to the next level because he absolutely murdered Sami. And you remember that scene in The Simpsons, Stop, He's Already Dead? That's how it went. And then lastly, the Bloodline War. The Bloodline. Well, they announced the attendance. Of course, you know that they broke a record, but we got the Bloodline War. And first of all, the entrances were 20 minutes long. I calculated because I recorded most of them. I got this match right because for me, the winner was never going to be in doubt. The Bloodline won. And it started out a little slow, where it had a feeling out process. But as we let's fast forward to the middle and the end of the match. Story, just great work. And this was supposed to be a regular tag match, and they were fighting all over the arena. And The Rock was like, "I'm your boss. Do not disqualify us." Like, what? He hit Cody with the belt. There was a moment in the match which was really, really telegraphed where Roman accidentally speared The Rock, so you knew that was coming. But the winner again was never in doubt as The Rock hit Cody Rhodes with the people's elbow, laid him out with the Rock bottom. 1, 2, 3, the Bloodline. Whereas The Rock also came down with his own championship belt because he's the people's champion. So, overall, fun night at WrestleMania. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Should be an 8, but the 6-woman tag I wasn't really feeling. And I thought Jimmy should have won over Jey, but it was still a great time. We are back tonight. I cannot wait. I'm trying to figure out how they're going to stretch 6 matches in 4 hours. I gotta figure that out. But that's what just happened of WrestleMania XL Night 1. I will see you after the show.